today on Create I'm gonna build an iron factory. But remember, this is modded, we're not doing any villagers or golems or nothing. And it's even gonna make some more materials for us. Honestly, everybody should have one like this in their world. And because this is me we're talking about, it's gonna look like this. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty snazzy. So without further ado, how is this gonna work? Check out what we can do if we throw cobblestone into the mill.
Oh, gravel.
Yeah, you get gravel. And gravel can be washed using this fan contraption. So if a fan blows into a water source, and this fan is blowing its soul out, I love it. These like blue particles will wash whatever is dropped in here. So if I drop gravel in here, gives you iron nuggets. And also flint, but that's very minor. Did we get it?
Yes.
Iron
got
nuggets!
mostly. I have one piece of gravel left still.
Do you understand what that means?
Yes. It means we can make iron from cobble.
Yeah, so now as long as we can get infinite supply of cobblestone somehow, we're absolutely golden.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm content with that. How do I get out of this though?
Oh yeah, that's a funny thing.
Oh.
Done it. Let's go make the prototype. I'm not placing lava in this very wooden house.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know if a fire takes on or not.
Well, there is one way to find out. Did you know that these can be placed this way?
I legitimately did not.
I didn't. Okay, please work. Okay, we're going. We're going! Let's go!
Okay.
Automated cobblestone generation. What a time to be alive, huh?
We could make one that was wider and have it go ahead and do multiple blocks at once, or, you know, we could just use the stone that already exists.
Well, that's not fun. Like, you have to dig that stuff. And
Like, we don't have to go dig it by hand. Oh, it's not fun, you say. You realize we can combine the drill with the mining.
Oh! We can make it go.
Yes. We can make a drill that go.
Tunnel bores, right?
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking. Tunnel bores. We can go down there and we can really strip mine.
Oh, okay. Color me impressed. Do we actually have the stuff to make that a reality?
Probably not. And to be completely honest, I'm kind of lacking on stuff in general. I'm kind of down to an apple and some salmon, singular left.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, at this point we got completely derailed because drills in Create are freaking awesome.
So the bad news is I only had enough andesite alloy to make 11 of the drills, so that'll have to do for now. I don't know. And do we want to make it wide? Like, I figure this makes more sense to making it wide, you know? Oh, nope. That's the opposite direction from where we want those to face. There. So there's the drills. There's a couple of those on the back, and
I like how you made it damn thick.
listen, that was not intentional. All right.
Seriously though, how is this penguin on a unicycle is supposed to do anything?
Well, you see, not like that apparently. I forgot to put the glue on. Put it back there.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Now we try this again.
You ready for some absolutely like 1000 IQ moves?
Yes, let's do it.
Boom!
Put it in. Let's do this.
Oh wow. It's actually kind of working. That's impressive.
All we have to do is mine out our 1x2 and put the mine carts on there, and boom, we've got it.
Fair enough, but quick question: why can't I access the butt end of the thing?
Oh, we have to turn it back into a knot contraption first. So.
Oh.
And Oh.
How did
it spun the whole thing around for some reason.
Wow. There.
Hey, I mean,
and it digs faster the faster it goes. Look at this. No, for real.
well, it'll get to the end of its thing, and we'll see how much we've gotten from it that far.
So yeah, drills deserve their own episode. I mean, obviously. But right now, what's important is that we dug up actually enough materials for me to get building. And so I got building. Anyway, and this is where I would put my iron farm. If I had one.
We can fix that. You know, we can actually turn it into a real iron farm and not just a machine that piles up gravel too.
In one breath, you neg my iron farming.
I'm sorry. Well, it wasn't really an iron farm, okay?
It was a cobblestone crusher, okay? It milled cobble. It did more for iron production than you ever did.
Have you seen how much I've dug up?
Yeah, you've dug it up. It's not production. That's extortion at most. It's theft. Anyway, yeah, hi, welcome.
My gosh.
This is the Iron Foundry building. Do you like it?
Yes, I do like it a lot. It is very spacious.
We redlined the entire island. Like, we know where every single building on the island is gonna be for the next however many episodes. We don't know what the building is gonna do. I wanna point it out. We have no bloody idea what any of these like squares on the map are gonna be, but all of them are actually gonna be buildings of sorts, and we have like sketches and plans, and Lee has already outlined all of these sidewalks, and we just need to actually put the iron farm into this place, because I've gotten wind of such a thing as a girder exist.
Yeah, and they're really expensive.
So, step one, as before, we're gonna put together a cobblestone generator.
Okay, so these are chain drives, and what it means is that if I put these on here and then give this a crank... Oh, well, apparently for one, I can't crank it myself, but what it will do...
Yeah, they go.
They go the same way, which is totally not necessary for the drills, but it's gonna look better.
And the recipe is just some iron nuggets over andesite casing?
Yeah, you're putting a chain in it.
But they all rotate in the same direction.
Correct, yeah.
So step one here is to get actual rotational power into the building.
Luckily, Tia has taught me of the wonders of boiler power. So we can actually just, set up this sucker right here, throw some campfires under it, pack it with some water, and get ourselves some power getting out of here.
So this is a fluid container then?
Yes.
So just... okay.
Yeah. You don't do it like that. We need pumps in order to fill it with water.
Alright.
Well, you can just set up an infinite water source just hidden in the floor right here for it to pump out of.
Makes sense. And then we can trick it into sucking via its own power, right?
Exactly, yeah. So we just crank it to get the water started, and then from there it does its own thing.
Right, one here. Do I have a crank on me? I do not. It's still not sucking.
Well, we haven't hooked up the...
Oh,
I
I was sucking in the wrong direction. Hold up. Behold! I made it auto-suck.
I mean, it was gonna do that in a minute anyway, but this works. This is a good temporary solution.
It's the independent suck. It pump. What more do you want from me?
It's a hole in the wall.
I'll fix it eventually. Oh, you already made the thing.
I already made them. Ta-da!
So this is a boiler now.
Status passive. It's getting enough water put into it.
Oh.
I think it didn't have enough space.
It literally was just a lack of space.
Plus we could easily divide it out. Or we could put a second boiler on the other side. That's an option as well.
Look, all I know is I'm gonna take a big wheel, and then I'm gonna attach a big wheel, and then I'm gonna take a small wheel, and I'm gonna attach a small wheel. In a desperate attempt to squeeze a little bit more power out of this poor contraption, which clearly has not been equipped for dealing with this entire situation. Step 2 is we make a cobblestone generator and harvest it using drills. Okay, and if I did everything correctly, then we should get ourselves 7 nice blocks of obsidian. With change.
It's going.
Is it?
Is going.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, you know what?
Pretty steady clip.
I was real concerned, but frankly, yeah, I need to lower the volume. Holy crap, this is distractingly swift. Now we need to mill this cobblestone and get gravel out of it. Honestly, we're just gonna put. Okay, look. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put the 7 things, we put a water source down exactly the middle, and half goes left and half goes right.
Would water source it, or you know, we could conveyor belt. Yeah, we could go ahead and have half of it land in one direction and half in the other.
And still have several meals working on it, because this is definitely faster than one can handle, I'll tell you that. Okay, I'm gonna level with you. This is right now coming out, and it's a little bit of a mess because the cobblestone generator won't shut up. But other than that, this is just coming out brilliantly. Start putting in conveyor belts the way you showed me. This is great.
No, so we've got one on the floor here. We've got an encased chain drive, so these two will go the same direction as each other there.
Brilliant.
And then we can hook it all up to power with one like that.
So they even convey power! The belts!
Yes.
And diagonally and easily, you don't need like cogs and chain drives or anything. It's so convenient. And then, check this out. We put a chute down here, so it immediately picks up so it doesn't like do a leap. The chute goes into the millstone, and you see this little gearbox that I placed?
Yep.
Just so happens that if I attach a large cog to this gearbox, then the power from this conveyor powers this cog, powers this mill, and we just need to wash this gravel now and somehow sort whatever remains into a separate flint and ingot pile. That's like my only concern is the sorting. Like how are we gonna do that?
That I do not know. That may require more intensive research. I know that there's filters of some kind, I just haven't used them yet.
And now we just need to wash that gravel and get the iron nuggets somehow away from the flint. Which is kind of difficult when you realize that washing actually moves items. Yeah, that's a brain teaser if you ever saw one. So, here's the general situation with the current setup. We wanted to get all of the cobblestone and then whisk it away to the mills. I decided against it. I decided that it would be just simpler and more logical if we outputted the cobblestone directly into the mills.
Which does make sense, yeah, and does help with the bottleneck, because at least now if it's bottlenecking on the cobblestone, we don't have to see it, and we aren't aware it's a problem.
Well, that's the thing, though. All these mills are now spinning at a speed at which they process cobblestone faster than it gets generated. So, we've been producing gravel over here. We lost one thing from the previous assembly, and that is we lost the incredible moment where all the cobblestone was raining down from the generators. So that's a little upsetting.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we can do this. So we can at least see gravel rain down through the chutes. And yeah, and from here we just are a little bit stuck because we need to process all this gravel. We need to wash it. So we need a fan, we need a bucket of water. That will produce flint and iron nuggets, and we only want the iron nuggets. So we need to figure out some way of filtering them apart. And before you say, there are item filters obviously in Create. The problem is we're nowhere near that progression line because that requires brass. We don't have brass yet.
Yeah, and I'm still, well, any chance we had of getting easy brass is now kind of out the window because both of the nearest blaze spawners have been taken already by others.
And that's when I had my greatest brain blast yet. Okay, cool. Now the entire comment section and also you just don't kill me now. You know how we're gonna separate iron from flint and gravel?
Oh. We're
gonna build a vanilla Minecraft item filter. I got the hoppers on me. Go fetch me the comparator.
I don't think we have any quartz. We have another portal back at spawn here. You deal with the conveyor belts in the meantime. Then you figure out how that's gonna go. I'm gonna go get rid of all this flint in my inventory and head to the nether. Sure, why not?
Lee, I don't say this lightly, This might be the single stupidest thing we've done. Yet.
Yeah, it's not exactly the most elegant solution, but I think it is a good solution until we do get brass technology.
But
Yeah.
does it work? It does!
It does.
Ain't that a mind bender? Like, what the heck is any of this? Allow me to explain what the heck is any of this. Pattern contraption, we already know, produces gravel. Then the gravel is transported all the way here, where it's yeeted on top of a regular vanilla Minecraft item filter. And then right on top of the item filter, it gets washed and becomes either, you know, the iron nuggets, which is what we want, and iron nuggets go directly into the filter and go into the chest below, or it becomes flint and gravel and just sits there for 5 minutes until it despawns. Is this an absolute nightmare for the server to run? That is a genuine question. Yeah, that I don't...
Probably. Let's argue that it's basically 1 gravel per second, because we've got 5 of these going. That is at most 300 pieces of flint sitting around at any given time. It's not ideal, but it's not awful either.
Yeah, and it gets rid of itself. It's self-cleaning, yeah? So, we're actually kind of fine. And here's the thing. I did want to suggest that we also craft up the iron nuggets directly into iron ingots, because we can actually do that using the mixing. But here's the trick though, we might want the iron nuggets themselves, because they're very convenient for making andesite alloy.
Yes.
And andesite alloy is made of andesite, which, drumroll, can be made later down the line out of gravel and flint. Yeah, we definitely need to revisit this baby and figure it out to where it becomes more of an andesite alloy factory.
What else out there? We got a ton of space, and also probably a good spot for creepers to drop on us from.
Alternatively, we just make a second one of these, it's fine. It's not a big deal. My one request is that next time we do something like this, we build the machine first and the building around it second.
I almost like that idea, but I actually still think that building the buildings first so that we can fit them on the island and then fitting within the constraints might be better. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
We'll test it the other way for next time.
It's gonna be even more of a disaster, you just know it. That disaster, I'll at least be meeting in an iron armor. Oh my god, I can finally find it. We made a chest plate! all of our shenanigans ended up with just enough iron to make an iron chest plate. You know, I think we should stick to digging with the drills for the time being.
You think? Now, if only a server error hadn't eaten my drill.
My thing, I played that, but I'm actually really happy with this. Like, between the building and the contraption itself. So that's my first ever farm in Create. I think it came out pretty great, if I do say so myself. For now though, like and subscribe, etc. And now you know how to make iron farms in Create. Or at least you know how I made my one.